Why does that one house on the block always look like a magazine cover, while our gardens, even the ones we've put real work into, often still look a little messy around the edges? Most people assume the answer is expensive plastic edging or heavy stone borders. It's not. Today, I'm showing you a $5 trick that professional landscapers actually use to get that clean, high-end look. And it's cheaper, faster, and lasts longer than anything you'll find at a big box store. Welcome back to Ageless Garden. Let's get into it. Now, before we get into the technique itself, let's look at what the professional alternative actually costs. Hiring a landscaping crew to install this exact same trench edge typically runs anywhere from $450 to $1,200 for an average yard. And here's the part that really stings. Those professional crews are using this exact same technique. You're not paying for a different method, you're paying for someone else's labor and their tool. Once you know the technique, there's genuinely nothing stopping you from getting the identical result yourself for the cost of an edger you'll reuse for years. But why not just buy a quick fix from the store? Well, we've all been there. Buying rolls of plastic edging from the garden center and watching it heave right out of the ground after one winter. Or you go with metal edging, and within a season, it's rusting, bending, or getting chewed up every time you run a weed whacker along it. Beyond just looking cheap, none of it actually solves the real problem. Grass roots still creep straight underneath it into your flower beds. Professional landscapers don't reach for plastic or metal at all. They use something you can't buy in a roll: a shadow. The first step to a professional-looking edge has nothing to do with digging. It's about shape. Straight lines are harder to maintain than they look, and they tend to read as harsh rather than intentional. So grab a garden hose and lay it out along the line where you want your bed edge to sit. Let it curve naturally. Don't force sharp angles. This is the designer curve, and it's the detail that makes a garden feel like it was actually planned, rather than just mowed around. Once you're happy with the shape, mark it with a bit of spray chalk or landscaper's paint, so you've got a clear line to work from once the hose comes up. Now for the actual $5 secret, a technique called the Victorian trench. The honest truth is, the tool itself is the cheapest part of this entire project. A basic half-moon edger runs about $15 to $20 if you don't already own one, and a sharp flat spade works nearly as well. The $5 in the name really refers to how little it costs to maintain once it's in. Here's exactly how it works. Take your edger, and following the curved line you just marked, make a straight, clean vertical cut, about 3 to 4 inches deep. You want this cut to go straight down, 90 degrees relative to the ground, not angled. Push the blade in with your foot, rock it slightly to loosen the soil, and work your way along the entire curve in short sections. While you're working that line, remember that we aren't just making a hole. We're creating a barrier. Once your vertical cut is done, come back and work from inside the bed this time. Angle your spade at roughly 45 degrees and shave away a thin layer of soil from the bedside, sloping it down toward the bottom of that vertical cut you just made. What you're creating is a V-shaped trench, a vertical wall on the lawn side and a sloped wall on the bedside, meeting at a clean point at the bottom. That V shape isn't just about looks. That open air gap is a physical barrier that
Seeking
grass
moisture,
roots genuinely
the root
cannot
extends
cross.
into the void.
Roots that hit open air simply stop. They don't have anything to grip onto. It's a much more effective grass barrier than most people expect from something that costs nothing but a bit of digging. Now, a quick tip to make this whole process easier on your back. If you can, do this project when the soil is slightly moist, right after a light rain or the morning after watering. Dry, compacted soil is much harder on your back, and you'll get cleaner, crisper cuts when the soil has a little give to it. If you're working with heavy clay, expect a bit more effort, but the trench will actually hold its shape even better since clay compacts into that vertical wall nicely. Once you've worked your way around the bed with both the vertical cut and the 45-degree shave, it's time for the final step, locking the edge in. Bring in your mulch and fill the bed as you normally would. But here's the key instruction. Don't let the mulch spill over into the trench itself. You want that vertical wall to stay completely clear and visible. That empty, shadowed gap is exactly what creates the designer look. It makes every plant color in the bed pop against that dark shadow line, and it gives your whole lawn a crisp, finished border. Now let's talk about how to actually maintain it, because this is where the $5 claim really earns its name. Unlike plastic or metal edging that needs replacing every few years, a Victorian trench edge just needs a quick touch-up. About once a month during the growing season, walk the edge with your edger and simply recut the vertical line. It only takes about 10 minutes for an average yard because you're just refreshing an existing cut. Grass that's crept toward the line gets sliced away, the shadow line gets sharpened back up, and the whole bed instantly looks freshly maintained again. Before you finish, I see a few common mistakes that are worth calling out. The first is cutting the vertical wall too shallow. Anything under 3 inches tends to get overrun by grass roots within a single season. The second is over-widening the 45-degree shave. If you take too much soil from the bedside, you end up undermining the roots of whatever is planted closest to that edge. And the third is skipping the monthly touch-up. This technique is low maintenance, not zero maintenance, and that small monthly reset is what keeps the whole thing looking sharp. This technique works beautifully on curved beds, straight borders along a driveway, and even around individual trees. The process is identical no matter the shape. Mark your line, cut the vertical wall, shave the angle, and keep the trench clear when you mulch. To recap, start with a garden hose to find your natural curve. Cut a clean 90-degree vertical wall about 3 to 4 inches deep. Come back from the bedside and shave a 45-degree angle down to meet it. Mulch the bed, but keep that trench completely clear. And then maintain it with a quick 10-minute touch-up once a month. This one simple afternoon project genuinely changed the entire feel of my backyard, and the whole thing cost about what you'd spend on a cup of coffee. It's honestly one of those rare garden upgrades where the impact is completely out of proportion to how little it costs. Drop a comment and let me know if you already use trench edging in your own garden, or if you've got a different cheap edging trick you swear by. And if this helped, subscribe to Ageless Garden for more practical guides every week. Mastering these garden basics is a game changer, but if you really want to see your plants thrive using things you already have in your kitchen, you have to see my secret method for orchids. Click right here to see how I use eggshells and rice to bring orchids back to life. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next one.